Good evening and welcome back. Tonight I'm looking at my pallet wood entry for the Workshop Banter Challenge. I've got my pallet already broken down. Broke it down at the company that's been saving these for me. I've got 9 lengths from one pallet. It's all heat treated stuff, so I'm happy to work with it. And I'm going to try build a stove cover for a friend to go on top of their cooker in the kitchen to give them a little bit of extra workspace. Let's see how we get on with this one.
First, it's over to the table saw to rip the material down.
And now that I've broken them all down, this is what I'm left with. A bunch of 3 cm wide strips of wood. Also managed to get these really thin bits that I don't know what I'm going to do with. Might come in for something else. Now it's time to glue it all up. Stick on some clamps and hope it comes out flat. Well, that took some clamping. Yet again, every clamp I've got. Let's see if I can keep this thing straight. I've got 4 long ones coming across, clamping it together. And then I've got 3 runners trying to clamp it to keep it flat. See how that goes.
Once we're out of the mould, it's on to some light sanding. Started with some 80 grit and then on to 120. Now this stove top needs 2 sides and a back, so I've laminated together 3 pieces and now they're going through the thicknesser. However, I need to start remembering to only take a little bit off at a time, otherwise it stops working. I'll learn one day. Now that everything's at the same thickness, I just need to neaten up the ends before taking some markings on where I want them cutting, and then it's back over to the miter station, setting my saw at a 45-degree angle so it'll tie in nicely at the front.
Right, so I've done a bit of a dry fit here, all very loose. I've sanded the edges and put a very small round over on with a sander. I'm going to screw it together, get it at a right angle, and then I'm going to look at screwing it down to the base. Let's see how that brings it on.
Now that I'm happy with the test fit, it's time for some glue and some clamps, making sure to check square before sinking in a couple of screws that's going to be on the back end that you'll never see. Once I'm happy with that, it's time to fasten it all down onto the top. And again, it's the same as before, more glue, more clamps and more screws. Time for the finishing touches now, a little bit of light hand sanding.
So, we're speeding along with this one now. All the prep's done, sanded down. I've wiped it down with a microfiber cloth, got as much of that last bit of dust off. Now it's time to get on with the staining. For this, I've just got a light oak stain. This will tie in with some of the other woodworking stuff that I've done for the person who's asked for this one. And that's it. A nice, easy storage solution when you've not got much worktop space and you just need that little bit more that's easily removable for when you need to do some cooking. Thanks for watching.